This set has got a special ability. So, let's have a closer look. So this is the medieval forge house made by LUMIBRICKS, or formerly known as Funhole. The entire set offers 1,595 pieces and 11 separate lighting locations. This is a modular house, and I say modular because the separate levels of the house, you can take them apart, you can look inside, and as we'll right away see, this house is just loaded with details. I'm not even talking about the lighting, I'm talking about the amount of prints. This set has zero stickers. And yeah, the bricks are compatible with the big major brands and they are of good quality. So, without further ado, let's have a look at it right now. So as you can see, this set is quite impressive in size. And even though it's so big, it's still really firm and well built and structurally sound. And it's really easy to actually access the insides of the house. So the first thing you would do is you would take off these roof pallets here, or I guess the roof you could say. And as you take it off, really easy, they just slide on there. We'll put it to the side here for now. You can look inside of the house. And as you can right away see, it is fully decorated with printed maps here, and you have a lighting point right on the corner here and another one over here with a candle, and it just the attention of detail in here is so great. And you're already welcomed with your first print, Forge the World. Yeah, so a fun little detail. And that's the first level, which is the attic of the house. And in order to access the other levels, you simply take it off like this, the attic, and you're holding it in your hand. Now, you may ask yourself, well, how are the lights up here connected? Well, you can see right here, there's this small wiring contact points that you can just simply glue on here in a special brick that they've made. And that's how the electricity is wired throughout the entire house. And that's how you avoid most of the wires. And this is what you can look in and see right inside here. This is where the main dining hall is. And as you can see, there's so much detail in here. And I really like the doors as well. And there's a small little picture here that's printed, and it's just full of details. And that's something that I really enjoy. As well as two extra lighting points here that you can enjoy. And then if you want to access the next level, you simply do the exact same thing. You just take it, you pop it off, boom, there it goes. No wires connected to it, and you can move it off to the side. And this is really where the work is done. That's the forge. You can see here, and like with these so many details, the different various weapons, where the grindstone is, and the prints here, and again another lighting point here, another lighting point there. It's just so rich in detail, and that's something I really enjoy about this set. That the attention and the love that went into the design is really, you can see it. So, and that's how the modular design of this house works. Now, you might ask yourself, wow, it has all these wires in, how is it charged? Well, you have this USB type A plug, and you get this small power bank, no batteries included, and you can just click it in here, and you flip the switch, and you can turn it on. Or you could just plug it into a different USB properly rated type A plug. Now you might ask yourself, okay, first time building this, how complicated and tricky is it with wires? I mean, at times it is a little bit tricky to get them in there and to stick them in there, but I found that they've been quite durable. I've had no issues with them, and the instructions manual themselves are really good and easy to follow, and explain it quite well how to implement the wiring for the lights. And for the most part, I'd say that you can't even see the lights with this set. But let's have a closer look at each single module. Now, what are some critique points for this set? Well, the big one is that the cable here towards the back, I think they could have done a better job at hiding it. What you can do is you can clamp on this battery pack on the back here, and it kind of just sits there. And to me, that's not a great execution. And you can try and hide in like the cable in the back here. That looks a little, yeah, I don't know. That doesn't look great. But if you're building a landscape, you can try and hide the cable off, and you can actually fit it in between here, in between the plates, and you can squeeze down on it and it'll be fine. And that's how you can hide it if you really wanted to. So there's an option, but how they execute it, I think that's not great. And that kind of leads me to my next critique point. I find that this set has so much detail to the front and to this side, but then as you turn it around, I feel like it's kind of lacking that level of immersion and detail on this side, and especially towards the back. That's something I think they should have really improved and kept that high level of detail all around the set and not just in the front and the side. So I feel like that's kind of a little bit of a cop out and something that I miss. So these are the figures of the set, and boy, are they ever a hit and miss. Like, these don't do anything for me. And the hardest part to build about this set is the figures. Like, you have to add and push in the small little hands into the arms, and then the arms into the torso, and they give you extra arms because you need so much force, and you're gonna probably break a couple arms along the way. So for me, these figures I couldn't care less for. This set really is about the building and the house itself. So should you buy this set? I think anybody who is a medieval fan and likes that genre, I'd say this is an absolute yes. For $125, I think this is extremely fair value. And as of recently, I've seen it listed online for $100. And I think $100 for this amount of quality, good quality bricks that are compatible with different brands, plus lighting, I think this set is really a fair value for your money. I hope you enjoyed this review. Until next time.